With Harlan winning last night, we know the game between them and Brennan next week will be for the district title. However, Marshall needs this contest to keep its playoff hopes alive. And right from the jump, Rams ain't messing around. Josiah Garcia stays on his feet, stumbles into the end zone. Marshall takes a 6-0 lead after the missed extra point, but the Bears answer right back. Love to see it. Freshman Jason Love scoots in for 6 of his own. Brennan jumps out by 1. Little later, tunnel screen, Ashton Dubose fleeing it over to Chase Campbell. He's just going to bob and weave down the field for another touchdown. This was one heck of a game, and that missed extra point mattered because Brennan edges Marshall 35-34. Over at Comalander in the Northeast world, Churchill still controlling its own destiny as far as playoffs are concerned, taking on MacArthur tonight. The Chargers have a good dual-threat quarterback in Christian Smith. The signal caller pops up from a bevy of bodies and waltzes into the end zone. Churchill came to play. A little later, Aiden Cabrera in the right place at the right time, and he doesn't have too far to run this back for a pick 6. The Chargers are all over MacArthur in this one, winning 30-3.